Time to recap today's game. This is Trailblazer Postgame.
And welcome back to Omaha, Nebraska. It's a final now. Trailblazers lose this one by 23, 92-69. Utah Tech fought hard in this one. And just the last 8 or 9 minutes, though, the size, the strength, and the quickness, and Big East basketball reared its ugly head against Utah Tech. They got a really good taste of what big-time Big East basketball is all about. Trailblazers got off to a rocky start, but, man, they fought back. They took every punch in that first half. The first 28 minutes of this ball game, basically, they were neck and neck. And then the last 8 or 9 minutes, Utah Tech just couldn't hang with. The Creighton Blue Jays ended up losing by 23. Now, the keys to the game, the Trailblazers could not get dominated on the boards. And they didn't. They did a very nice job in the rebounding category. 34-28. They were out-rebounded 34-28. That's not so bad. And they're out-rebounded on the offensive end 9-4. Most of those coming in the final 8 minutes. Utah Tech, for the game, they shot 50%, 29 of 58. 50% against the Big East team on their floor, 29 of 58. Three-point shots, 33%. That's about 3 percentage points better than their season average. They were 6 of 18. They only got to the free throw line 8 times, made 5 for 8. That was a problem. They didn't get long to the free throw line enough. And I'm sure that John Judkins will talk about getting to the free throw line as well. All right, now leading the way for Utah Tech once again, Ethan Potter, 2 rebounds away from a double-double. He had 18 points, 8 rebounds, and assist. Jashawn Holt really came out and lit it up from three-point land in the first half. He was 3 of 5 from beyond the arc, 6 of 10 from the floor overall. He had 16 points, 2 assists, and 3 steals. So Jashawn Holt, I'm going to give him our Player of the Game award today with his effort. Noah Belonga got off to a slow start, came on a little bit in the second half, 9 points, but he had 5 points and 2 steals. So shooting wasn't there for Noah. He only took 3 shots in the first half, ended up 4 of 9 for 9 points. Chance Trujillo, 2 for 4 from beyond the arc, 3 of 6 overall. He had 8 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal, or 8 rebounds, and 3 assists and a steal. Britton Barrett came off the bench and hit his three-pointer. Dario Domingos came in and played just under 6 minutes, went 2 for 5, had 6 points and 1 rebound. Tanner Davis got into foul trouble. He had 2 points and 3 steals. So now Tanner has 16 steals in his last 4 games. Madiba Owona, 3 of 8, kind of an off night scoring for him, 7 points. He did have a steal, and he also had 3 rebounds. So that rounds out the scoring for Utah Tech. Leading the way for Creighton was Austin Swartz with 19, 5 of 9 from 3. 2 of those were with 1 second on the shot clock. Isaac Trout, 13 points. One of those, he was 3 of 9 from three-point land. One of those came with a second left on the shot clock as well. Josh Dix, 17 points, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Again, 2 of his three-pointers came in the final 2 seconds of the shot clock. So Trailblazers played some really good defense, but just could not finish it off, and they hit about 3 or 4 three-pointers with under 2 ticks left on the shot clock. Trailblazers never led in this game. They only have 6 fast break points, only 11 fast break points for Creighton. Second chance points, Utah Tech 9-4. Points in the paint, Trailblazers 2 more than Creighton, 44-42. So Trailblazers never had the lead in this one, and it was never tied. It was wire-to-wire finish from Creighton, but it wasn't easy for the Blue Jays. They were in a dogfight till about 11 minutes left in the second half. Trailblazers took every punch delivered by Creighton. up until about 9, 10, 11 minutes left in the half. Creighton shot, they shot 54% from the floor. They made 5 more shots than Utah Tech. Three-point land, they had 13 of 33. They averaged 10 per game. That's second best in the Big East. They shot 39%. They were 11 for 15 from the foul line. So Trailblazers, again, it's going to be interesting to see what Juddy says, but they fought hard. They played hard, and then when things started to get tough, they kind of lost a little concentration, tried to push a little bit, and then lost their composure just a touch, and then Creighton smelled blood, and they put the hammer down and came away with the 23-point win. So next up, the non-conference schedule is all wrapped up. We get into the WAC schedule for the final time before we head to the Big Sky. We'll open up a week from tonight in St. George and Burns Arena against that team 50 miles to the north of us. That'll be 7 o'clock, 6:45 pregame. We'll take a break, and hopefully we'll get Coach Judkins out here. Again, the final, Trailblazers lose to Creighton of the Big East by 23.
Welcome to Utah Tech University. From classrooms to cliffs and lectures to lakes. Here, we celebrate active learning, active life. Our Trailblazers learn by doing, are career ready, and solve real problems with real partners to meet community needs. Here, students get the full college experience and choose from 300 affordable academic programs. All in one of the most stunning destinations on Earth. With this as your backyard, life is just as active as your education. Come experience active learning, active life at Utah Tech University.
Back here in Omaha, Nebraska, Trailblazers gave it a good run, but ran out of gas the second half of the second half, and they lose by 23, 92 to 69. Trailblazers scored 34 in the first half, 35 in the second half. Creighton 43 in the first half and 49 in the second half. But Trailblazers gave it a good run, and they got off to a slow start, but then they fought back and cut the lead to 2 midway through the first half and trailed by 9 at the break. And second half, after about back and forth for the first 6 and 7 minutes, Creighton just started to put up the defensive pressure a little bit. Trailblazers kind of lost a little bit of composure and tried to force things a little bit too much. And they committed 15 turnovers, the Trailblazer did. And that resulted into 28 points for Creighton. So 15 turnovers turning into 28 points for Creighton. 11 turnovers for Creighton, and that turned into only 8 points. Assists, Juddy likes to go 2 for 1. And on that ratio, he had 15 assists to 15 turnovers. That's not what he wants. But that's a tough physical team tonight, the Creighton Blue Jays. And, you know, if you watch this on ESPN Plus or if you watch highlights of it, any extended, and being here in person, you watch Big East basketball and how physical it is. It's doubled that here in person because basically every drive there was a bump. There were hands being slapped all over the place, arms being hacked all over the place, and they don't call it here in the Big East. At least tonight they didn't. And there was a lot of pushing when a player goes up to shoot on both sides. I'm not saying this just for Utah Tech's sake. No, this is both sides. And that kind of wears you down. You're not used to that because these are big dudes. So we're going to take a quick break. John Judkins going to hear from him when we come back. Trailblazers lose by 23.
Welcome to Utah Tech University. From classrooms to cliffs and lectures to lakes. Here, we celebrate active learning, active life. Our Trailblazers learn by doing, are career ready, and solve real problems with real partners to meet community needs. Here, students get the full college experience and choose from 300 affordable academic programs. All in one of the most stunning destinations on Earth. With this as your backyard, life is just as active as your education. Come experience active learning, active life at Utah Tech University.
All right, back here in Omaha, Nebraska, it's the final. Utah Tech gave it a good run, and they were in this thing till about 11, 12 minutes left in the ball game. End up losing to Creighton of the Big East by 23. Rod Zundel here with the head coach, John Judkins. And, Coach, we've been saying it all night. Welcome to the Big East basketball. It is a completely different brand, isn't it?
Oh, well, it's physical. We're used to that. I mean, the WAC, they're just bigger, but they're still really physical. They didn't really play inside. They kind of put five out. Even their big guy, number 0, was outside more than inside, kind of like we do a little bit with Ethan. But man, they shoot the ball. We gave up 13 threes. But they drive it, they share it. One thing I asked our guys in there, I said, "How was that fun guarding them? Was it tough? What was so hard about guarding them?" And they said, "Hey, they share the ball and they cut and they move. They never stand still. They're always moving and they're sharing it." They had 23 assists on 30-something field goals.
Yeah, 34.
That's unbelievable how they're sharing it, and that's what I want our guys to realize. When we do that, we shoot better, number one, and then it's harder to guard. It's just harder to guard. I go, we got some guys, again, Madiba tonight, I thought tried again. He goes through those spurts where he tries to do too much, and he gets in trouble. And the games that he's played well, and we got to show him that the games that he's played well, he's moved the ball and he's taken some good shots and different things. But again, I thought, the last 5-6 minutes of the game, I thought we kind of lost our heads a little bit. And we kept turning the ball over. We had like 6 turnovers, 7 turnovers in that last 6-minute stretch, and then it blew the lead up. I challenged them. I think it was 8 minutes ago or whatever it was. I said, "Hey, let's get it down to 10 at the next media. 10. Let's get it to 10." And we got it to 11. And then all of a sudden we had those turnovers, and it went boom, all the way back up to 18, 19 points. And they got to the foul line more, and we did. We got to the foul line 3 times the second half. One, it could be officiating. 2, we got to be tougher and get those calls. I look at the 4-minute battles, Rod. I'm big on those.
Yep.
In the second half, we lost first one by 3, second one by 3, third one by 1, fourth one by 3, fifth one by 4. So those are, you're not seeing 10-0 runs. You're not seeing, you know what I mean? And if we could break the game down, those 4-minute battles, and win those, and we should have won that. We should have won that 8-minute one right there. We just kind of had a little letdown. But again, the one thing we also learned too, Rod, playing 2 games in 2 days, that's something that our guys got to get used to on the road. Sleep and eating and resting, and the bench has got to be better. They got to be in shape a little bit more. I mean, Dario got in first time we really played him earlier in the game. But he was dying. He was dying. He could only play about 2 minutes. Toby try to get him in a little bit. Those guys that's why I said you guys got to be ready, because in our second back-to-back games, we're tired. We got to get subs in more and quicker and faster. And that's something that I have to work on too, and our staff has to work on, is watching that more and trying to keep them fresh. But hey, what a fun atmosphere. These guys, they're going to do really good in the Big East. The way they shoot the ball, the way they share it, they're going to be fun to watch, and something that hopefully we can learn and get better and try to play more like they did.
You played Arizona State, but again, I go back to the Big East thing. It's just a different brand, and I was just in awe that you guys got punched in the nose right off the top. They kind of came out. And the way you guys fought back, this can only help you now as non-conference schedule. We go into the WAC schedule. But the physicality, if you guys can have this kind of energy and physicality against them, you feel bad here that you were right there with 12 minutes left, but then kind of fell off. But, the refs let them play. You got physical. They got physical.
Yeah.
You just I mean, I'm excited
Yeah.
from what I saw tonight and how your guys responded by getting punched.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Jaw.
We're getting. I mean, these games should help us for conference. That's why we do it, Rod. It's a tough place to play, and hopefully it does. And I think it has. I think we're getting better. I think our team's getting closer. I think they're, on and off the court. I see some stuff that's happening that I really like. And if we can keep that going, I think there's some good things to happen for us. So we talk about season 1, season 2, and season 3. So season 1's over. That's our preseason.
Yep.
Now we go into season 2, which is conference play. And we're 7-7 the first season. We got to do better in the second season, and then the third season is obviously the tournament and stuff like that. So we're going to give them a little bit of break. It's going to be nice for them to get home and have some fun, but also we got to get back, getting ready to work and get better and start league play. And we got SU at our place on 29th, so we got to be ready for that. And these guys all said they would. They get in the gym over the break and shoot and keep things going. So I'm excited. I'm seeing some growth, like you said. I think we're getting there.
I'm excited to play that team 50 miles to the north of us. Not what you called it, those 3 letters.
Oh, okay.
The teams, so that's you don't call them by that name.
All right, whatever.
During rivalry week. All right, well, Merry Christmas to you all.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Same with you guys and all the fans. We appreciate you. And gets packed that place on Monday.
Yeah, Monday, 7 o'clock against that team 50 miles to the north of us. So big thanks to Coach. Big thanks to Caden Formaster back at the studio. And a big thanks to Steve Johnson, Associate Athletic Director, Media Relations. We call him Homer. But Merry Christmas to you, Steve. Merry Christmas to all of you. Hope you enjoyed tonight's game. And have a safe and happy holiday season. For everybody here, I'm Rod Zundel. Once again, the final here in Omaha, 92-69. Trailblazers fall by 23 to the Blue Jays. Next time we'll talk to you will be a week from tonight. The WAC opener against that team 50 miles to the north. Have a great night and have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody. See ya.